Okay, all right, I'm here. Well, and I just want to make sure who I'm calling. Is this the Border Patrol?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and do you have an agent number or something like that?
Do you want to talk to a supervisor?
Well, who am I speaking with now?
This is Alicia Velasquez.
Velasquez. Okay, and do you have any kind of a badge number or anything?
Any kind of what?
Badge number, ID number?
No, I don't. I don't have a credential. No.
Okay.
Let me transfer you to a supervisor. Okay?
Why?
Why?
Yeah,
well, am I able to help you?
I don't know. I asked you for just some ID, and you instantly want to transfer me to a supervisor. That's odd. My name's Tom. I have no problem telling you that. Okay. I'm sure. Actually, I know you've been getting calls within the last few minutes.
That's why I was going to transfer you. I have been getting calls.
You know, that's good intuition. That'll work. Thank you so much.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks.
I've been getting lots of phone calls. Just a minute, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Command Center, Marrero speaking.
Hi, you said this is Command Center?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's your agent name or number?
I'm sorry. This is the U.S. Border Patrol, sir.
Okay, what is your agent name or badge number?
Agent's name? My name is Marrero, sir.
Okay, Morello, did I say that right?
No, it's Marrero.
Right, M-A-R-E-L-O?
No, Marrero.
Okay, okay, gotcha. I see how that's spelled now. All right, well, I'm calling for a couple of reasons. One is to I guess, display my disgust with what I've been watching.
Okay.
And I know you're well aware of everybody that's been, I mean, a lot of people just got to see how you guys behave. And I just want to tell you, you know, with today's electronic revolution, personally, me, if someone ordered me to follow someone on public without, like, you know, having the public police or the FBI doing it, there's no way I would take that risk, because I know all anybody needs is my first and last name, and they can find out anything they want. So I've just got to say, I'm stunned that you guys are doing the stuff that you're doing right now, and it looks really scary, and it's overly aggressive. It actually looks like you're trying to start fights.
To start what, sir?
To start fights, physical altercations.
Fights.
If you mean to stalk people like that, it actually looks worse than that. Do you remember the name John Lang? Does that sound familiar to you?
No, sir. But let me ask you, sir. Honestly speaking, this is regarding an incident or something that happened. Because I'm totally lost right here.
Okay, well, I completely doubt that, because the woman who answered the phone said that she knew exactly why I was calling. So, and that she needed to transfer me to you, because you guys knew exactly why people are calling right now too. But okay, I'll go ahead and humor you.
Okay.
It's for the incident that is or was happening right around Norton and 54.
Okay.
And it was, then everybody knows, even the Border Patrol knows that the incident was being streamed live on the internet, and that didn't matter either. But, you know, like I said, it's actions that I would be really hesitant to take, because I wouldn't want someone to find out where I live for being a complete fool. But I need to tell you this, though. This is really important. John Lang was an activist. And I strongly suggest that you research this guy. You know what? I know it doesn't matter. I know what you guys, you're going to do whatever you want to do. And, you know, I'm sorry if I sound rude or over the top, but you know what? The only reason why is because of what you guys are doing right now. I didn't create this havoc. You guys did. So that warrants an aggressive response like I'm giving you. I really hope you research John Lang, but I seriously, I have no confidence or faith that you're going to do it at all, because if your boss doesn't tell you, then it doesn't matter.
Okay, but let me ask you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, John Lang. Lang would be L-A-N-G-E?
L-A-N-G.
Okay, L-A-N-G. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, he was an activist. He did a lot of stuff with Facebook and YouTube, and people were calling him paranoid, and he actually had video evidence of stuff that he wasn't paranoid about. And then he even predicted the night that he would die, and he was murdered, stabbed in the back 12 times, and then his house was set on fire. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right. I know, and I didn't either until I started getting involved in just citizens walking around with cameras in broad daylight, and why so many people are having a problem with it is beyond me, because the average American gets captured on camera 75 times a day, and I don't see anybody them going to harassing, the creators of the cameras or the people operating the cameras and stalking them and threatening them and assaulting them. I don't see that at all. So
I understand.
This paranoia with cameras is ridiculous, and the way some organizations like yours is currently handling it is way over the top. And I hope you lose that organization here, because it's not deserved. I hope you get sued so bad that it's just gone.
Okay, and let me ask you, sir. I gave you my name. Would you mind giving me yours?
Well, I don't work for the state, or I'm not a public servant. So, but I will tell you, Tom. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And
Tom,
I do mind you asking, though. You asked if I minded. Yes, I completely mind, because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I'm just a citizen. But you stating yours does matter.
Okay, but let me ask you. Are you referring to? Are you involved in this incident, or?
Well, yeah, I'm involved in a lot of them. Yeah, any of them that I can see that get put before my eyes, I am completely involved in. Yeah, I'm an activist too.
Okay, I see that. And let me ask you, what is it that you think is paranoid from our perspective with the video cameras?
Well, I don't leave people alone in society, out in public, just walking around with cameras.
Okay, you're right. But let me ask you, because I personally think that if you want to film me in my uniform or my government equipment or my government vehicles, I see no problem with that. But when you're filming people in their privately owned vehicles, that post I think a bit of a safety hazard, because as you well stated in your call, right now everything and anything can be found on the internet. So with the license plate of my vehicle, you can find out where I live. And like you said, there's a lot of paranoid people in this world, and I don't know if they're gonna, follow me home. Then it becomes a safety for my family and a concern for my family and my safety.
You don't know what anybody's going to do at any given time. You don't know how many people drive past you every day with a camera. You didn't know that Google Earth, Google Maps, MapQuest, Yahoo Maps, MSN Maps have all captured you already. So why don't you take up your issues with them first and make sure those companies don't capture anything on camera, because, like you said, you never know what they might be doing with it.
That's true, and you're right. I agree with you on that.
I agree with you on that. But the fact of the matter right now is that I'm not talking to Google. I'm talking to you, Tom.
Right, but you have an issue with it. You said you have an issue with it. So, with your own logic, then you should take up your issues with being recorded, publicly or privately, because I can see anybody can see your house on Google. So Google is responsible for capturing your images and putting them on the house. Thus, but I have to apologize. This conversation about this part is completely irrelevant because you already said you agreed with me. Now, I got to tell you, as a public servant, which I have been on several occasions, I don't care. You can, right now, I don't care if you want. You can film me. You can walk in my house and film me. If I want you to leave, I'm going to make you leave. And if I can't make you leave, guess what I'm going to do?
Call the police?
Yeah, file charges. I'll just file charges. So I'll call the police, see if they want to take you out, and if not, then that's fine, and I'll handle it myself. But if someone follows me home and I have a concern about being stalked, yeah, I'm going to start calling the police on them. I'm not going to pretend that I police the entire country and go chase them around. And here's another thing. Border Patrol. Okay, Border Patrol. I'm starting to think now. Let's see, there was a shooting today in California. Within the last 2 months, there were 3 shootings in California. So Border Patrol is kind of like a last line of defense for citizens against danger. And I got to say, chasing people with cameras ain't going to get it done. You know this. I know you know this. And I actually know that you don't agree with me, that it's okay and legal to do because you don't like it done and you don't want it done. Tough. It doesn't matter. That's too bad. If you don't like it, go live somewhere else. These are our laws right now. The Constitution protects it. Quit violating constitutional rights. As far as I know, isn't that a federal offense? I would think so, because I would never do it to you. I would expect to be charged with a federal offense.
Federal offense of what?
Trying to violate someone's constitutional rights.
Well,
that's what I would expect.
The thing is that constitutional rights, it's a two-way street, Tom. It doesn't apply only to one person.
I know.
It applies to everybody equally.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. So if my rights as a citizen, they end where yours starts. You know what I mean? So
your rights never end.
No. What I'm saying is that my rights end when I start violating yours, and it's the same way around.
No, you actually still do contain your rights. You do get to hold those rights. You just have to face charges then if you try to violate somebody else's rights. But you still get to have all your rights, which I agree with. I'm glad you do, and actually that's one of the reasons I served in the military. But if you don't like being filmed anywhere, bring your problem up with major multi-million-dollar establishments that you know you can't harass and chase with all your guns and all your tasers and all your mace and all your endless backup of all corrupt people that will do whatever they can to stop people with cameras rather than stopping the constant terrorist attacks on our streets, killing civilians. You guys are dropping the ball. You're putting your direction in the completely wrong area, and shame on you. You're a disgrace. I did not serve this country to have scumbags like you try to claim you're protecting me. That's not why I served. No.
Okay.
I feel people like you make me feel like my service has been in vain.
How do you know people don't feel like that about the military?
I don't care how they feel about the military. All I know is that people are getting killed on the streets, and Border Patrol is one of the reasons, because although I know you guys are really screwed up with your hands being tied and everything lately, well, not lately, but, the past few years, I do get that. But to focus your attention on people out standing in broad daylight with cameras, clearly, obviously showing the whole world, hey, look, I'm just recording stuff. No, that's not a threat. You going to your organization, following them, harassing them, threatening them with arrest, or even touching them, that is illegal. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Were you threatened today?
Was
speaker.
anybody threatened
Were you
today?
threatened today?
Hold on, I just heard.
Were you harassed?
Hold on a second. I think, are there two people talking to me now?
Yeah, were you harassed today? Let me ask you.
Okay, who am I speaking with now?
This is Joe.
Okay, what's your agent name or number or whatever?
I don't have a number.
Okay, so your agent, now I've already given that. What's your agent name then? Your agent name is Joe?
You can call me Leo, Tom. I'll call you Tom, you call me Leo.
Okay, you know what, here's what I'll do. I'll call you Servant.
Okay.
Okay, so both of you guys both, you think you're going to do this on the phone? You think you're going to intimidate me? This
not at all, man.
wouldn't even work in person. You know what?
What do you feel intimidated, Tom?
I didn't say I felt intimidated. I never said that.
You're saying that we're intimidating you.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
You just said it, Tom.
Nope. I actually asked you a question. You can't even discern the difference between a question and a statement. Oh my God! You want me to ask it again?
Tom.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. The question was, what do you think you can intimidate me?
Who's trying to intimidate you, Tom?
Okay. Oh my God! You can't even answer that question. Do you think you can intimidate me?
No. Intimidating
there
you.
You go.
Never,
exactly. All right. So you answered the question. So one of you did.
Intimidating you is never, whether you feel intimidated, Tom, that's a totally different story whether I'm trying to intimidate you.
Right. Well, I understand that. I totally get that. And I've still only got one answer to that question. Now I don't know who's speaking to me.
Let me tell you.
See, here's the problem. When two people start talking to one person, you can't talk to the person at the same time unless...
Let me tell you what happened.
Hold on a
today,
second.
Tom.
I'm not done making my point. And you can't talk to the person at the same time unless you are trying to invoke some kind of intimidation. And you know how I learned that? I learned that in boot camp. My drill instructors used to do that, and I got to say, you know what? You guys aren't my drill instructors. So if you want one of you guys to stop talking, I'll do that. I'll have a communication one at a time. But you start both barking stuff, I'll just start asking questions.
Okay, Tom, you go ahead and ask all you want, Tom. But I wouldn't know about boot camp because I didn't go to the military. I went to school. So when I was going to school, you were my servant. Thank you.
No, I was never. No, I wasn't. No.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that, Tom.
Well, what school did you go to? I guess that matters. No, I was never. The only times I was a public servant. You're welcome. The only times I was a public servant is when I was in the military and when I worked for the city. So in those regards, in my public capacity, I would always hold myself as a servant to the citizens. What the citizens said always took first priority over anything that I was told, and if I had a problem with it, I just go to my boss, and if they had a problem with it, then they'd go to someone else. But you know what? In this case, your bosses will do whatever they can to intimidate, harass, and threaten, and stalk anybody to stop them from filming in public. Well, I'm still going to do it.
Okay, Tom. The good thing about today was that you were the one that was intimidated, and you're the one that's upset.
Okay, so you claim so was your intention to intimidate me?
Well, like I said, you're not listening.
Yes, I am. You said the good thing about today was that I was intimidated. That's exactly what you said.
You're so upset right now, Tom, that you're not listening. You can't even stop coughing. Relax.
Well,
relax.
Sorry, I got problems with my throat. I bet you got problems with your ass. I bet you have problems with your bowels.
No, my bowels are quite.
Yeah, why don't you focus on the conversation and instead of trying to redirect and come up with some other kind of bullshit cop crap. Have a little bit more respect. Have the respect that I'm showing you. I at least ask and engage in conversation. I might raise my voice. I might clear my throat, which is completely irrelevant. Oh, if you don't know why I'm upset, then the problem is even deeper than I thought. And it is deeper than I thought. I know how deep it is. You have an issue, a massive problem with people doing whatever, exercising their constitutional rights. Well, why don't you have a problem with me going to the store and buying something?
Because you probably couldn't afford it. I don't know.
No. So let's see, resort to insults. It's it's a third time now, but I'm not listening. So, okay. And let's see. Don't answer. You can't answer questions. You've made that clear. I had to ask you 4 times before you said anything. Then resort to insults. Okay, I'll ask you again. So the reason you don't try to violate my rights for going to the store is because I can't afford it.
No, I'm saying, how come you don't go to the store to buy something? I guess you can't afford it. I don't know. why you don't go to the
store? That wasn't what you said. That wasn't what you said at all. I didn't say anything about not being able to go to the store. And again, so it's a question that you can't answer. You won't answer a question.
All I know, Tom.
Like, okay, you know what? You don't want to work for the people. Get a new job, man. You know what? Go make some fucking burritos. Get yourself a new job where you're gonna be useful. Because right now, all you're doing is creating havoc and hate. And
the only hate is with you, Tom.
People say
the only hate is with you, Tom.
Cop.
Nobody hates us.
Here's what cops
Everybody
say.
loves us in the Paso, Tom.
Oh my God! Why do people hate the cops so much? I do the public good. Why do people hate cops so much? There you go. This is why.
You know what? I believe people hate cops. That's why I'm not a cop.
Okay, this is why. This is, well, of course you are. You're a form of a cop. Also, you're
I'm not a cop. That's why. People do hate cops. That's why I didn't become a cop.
I said you're a form of a cop, and what you're doing right now is
you're trying
to perpetuate that hate. And then talking over somebody like that, like a big, bad, tough guy, I would talk to you just like this and face to face. I know you would have put me in cuffs by now because, you know, you don't like people talking back to you, but I would do this face to face with you and the other punk that's there. It wouldn't matter to me. I could have a face to face conversation, but when you constantly talk over people like I'm doing to you right now, like you were doing to me, that's complete disrespect, and you don't care about the public. You
Tom, can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, Tom?
You can tell me whatever you want.
If we were face to face, you'd do nothing, because we were face to face earlier, and you did nothing.
Well, we were face to face.
Yes.
Oh, you're one of the punks that was out there. I'm so glad
you walked away, Tom.
I wasn't there.
You walked away.
I wasn't there.
Well, you would have walked away like everybody else. You know what, Tom? We gotta serve the people.
I wouldn't.
It was nice
talking to you. I would talk to you, and you would start assaulting me, and then you'd put me in cuffs, and then your faggot buddies would show up with all their firearms, and they would tase me, and they would do the same fucking thing.
Oh no, I wouldn't. It takes a lot more than that, Tom. I'm a lot smarter than you people.
Okay, you have recorded this conversation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. So, can you direct me in the proper area to get to submit my FOIA request for this? Would you have any idea about that?
No, I wouldn't.
I didn't think so. So what would you suggest I do then? Just leave it alone and, you know, never request any recording, or what do you suggest I do to get my hands on the recording of this conversation?
You can do whatever you like, Tom.
So you have no suggestions to point me in any direction at all?
No.
Okay. And so your agent names are Joe and Servant then, right? That's all. That's what you're going to go with?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you know my name.
I really don't care about your name.
That's ballsy. That's really ballsy of you guys. Nice job. Way to suit up.
Okay.
You know what? If you saw me on the street, I wouldn't walk from anywhere, but you would assault me, and you would make me go somewhere because you would have your handcuffs on me, and then you'd file charges, and you would get thrown out. You waste my time and make me feel like I got to do what you say whenever you say it, and that wouldn't work. It wouldn't work, just like it doesn't work with these guys. But you know what? The stalking shit, you want to keep stalking? Just wait till someone, I've had it done to me before, but I didn't care because I knew how to handle myself. Just wait till someone...
It seems like you want to cry, Tom. Go ahead and cry. We'll see you later.
I'm going to cry. Just wait till someone starts stalking you,